Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Odin Sphere. We are back here in Odin's castle, and there are a bunch of NPCs for us to talk to, so let's do so. Oh, I have the sound muted.
At the moment I have 4 soldiers ready. Just say the word.
Alright.
We only have half the troops we started with. Everyone is rushing to their deaths.
So what we know right now is that Odin's army of Valkyries are involved in a war. We know that there are dwarves in the army with it, and those sweet beaver warriors, and that they are fighting against fairies, mantis men, and unicorns. I'm going to stop jumping around. And that apparently Odin's side is losing pretty horribly. Although we don't know how well the other side is doing.
Princess, that was close. I had heard that the Shadow Knight looked like a demon, but he seemed human to me. Why did he let you go?
Because he wants to put it inside. And then there's this asshole, who looks like Robotnik on steroids.
What? Griselda's dead because she rushed ahead of the main forces. It's certainly not because I was late to the battle.
Lord Brigand, you may be one of our nation's heroes, but I hear that you act as you wish because my father does nothing to stop you.
So this is Brigand. He is one of Odin's heroes. He kind of hints there that he knows, and that we should know, that the reason Griselda died isn't because she rushed ahead, but because Brigand just took his sweet time getting to the war. So she had to fight a losing battle from the beginning, and then when Brigand finally showed up, he knew well enough that his side wasn't going to be able to, or his chunk of his army wasn't going to be able to win, and to withdraw. He uses a little hammer there, which might be a reference to Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. He also has this like horn that I assume he's drinking out of. The way he's holding it is not how you hold a horn, so he must be drinking out of it.
That dastardly queen of the fairies? She was the one who summoned the dragon.
That monstrous beast. She truly is evil.
So there we found out that the...
Dastardly
Oh,
queen
I know
of
we're
the
listening to you.
fairies. She was the one who summoned the dragon.
It's done now?
Monstrous beast.
Yeah, it's done. So there we learned that the Fairy Queen, that we can assume, because we saw fairies in the cutscenes, were the people we were fighting, summoned a dragon. We didn't see a dragon while we were there, but maybe we'll run into maybe we will be running into a dragon later.
That spear is a magical weapon called a cipher. The dwarves fashion the crystals out of jewels and use them in the weapons. It absorbs magical elements called phosons and is able to absorb and release them. It will surely lead you to victory.
Cool. So here we just find out something we've been told over and over again, just so it gets drilled into our heads, that the spear we have here, I might call it Gungnir, even though officially Gwendolyn's spear has no name. It can absorb souls and get better and better and better. We can't lose if we have it.
Stone on your spears, a jewel from the nether.
Now here's something new, is that the stone everybody keeps talking about, they have to be special stones.
To the nether.
They gotta be from
It's very
hell.
dangerous, and only one man is able to do it.
And that King Odin has to apparently get them himself.
If we can obtain that cauldron, and
That
fabricate
cauldron
our
is an
own
important thing
jewels,
that we will definitely be learning
Ragnar will
100
have no
times.
more enemies.
100 more things about. And Ragnarval, now we have the name of Odin's country, it's Ragnarval. There's, as far as I can tell, no direct reference to Norse mythology there. It sounds like it's just a word they picked to make it sound Norse. There's some reference to Ragnarok there, but Ragnarok comes in its own way into the story. There are a bunch of instances where, in localization, they change the names of things to make them sound more Norse. But yeah, there's no place or thing or person called Ragnarval in Norse mythology that I could find. So, and here we have a bunny girl.
Princess Gwendolyn, I am worried about you. Please stay strong. Thank you, Miras. I shall bring some tea up to your room later.
So we'll learn more about the bunny people later. Like, they're a pretty intricate part of the plot, but Miras here is Gwendolyn's, like, head servant. So she's gonna bring us tea later. And then we have this merchant.
I'm a traveling vendor who's been allowed to sell in this castle. Is there anything you need?
So the way shopping works here is you pick what you want to buy. I'm gonna buy one hot cross bun, I think. And I want to buy a speed belt. Not really. Draw ring. Don't really need a draw ring. Max HP. Power by 5%. I think I'll go for the Saturn bangle. And now I have to pay 15 gold. So I've got to pick my coins. And unfortunately I only have one kind of coin here. So I just got to give him 2 titanium gold. And he's gonna give me my items. And I assume he gave me the 5 cents back. But maybe not. I'm pretty sure he gave me my 5 gold change. Anyway, let's oh, actually I want to... Do I have to equip that ring here? There we go. Equip the Saturn bangle. So now we should have some more attack. And we should do better. So, the land here is called Arian. We have all these destinations. I'm trying to count here. 3, 6, 8. There's Nebula Polis, which I don't really remember. There's the Netherworld and Delphina. This is basically hell. There's Winterhorn Ridge, so the snowy mountain level. The Raging Battlegrounds, with an interesting little, like, crater there. Ringford, the Forest of the Fairies. These are who we're fighting. We're fighting the nation of Ringford. The Vulcanon Lava Pits. So there's a city, there's the fire level. Titania Capital, which is a third-party nation as far as our war goes. And the Deep Forests of Alred. Nebula Polis. Is this supposed to be Ragnarnaval? And they just... I don't remember it being called Nebula Polis. I thought it was called Ragnarnaval, but like the door said. Anyway, we can only go to one place, the place with the flag, so we'll go in the Raging Battlegrounds. Yes, stab our spear into the flag, and we can start the game. So Chapter 1, Act 2.
We're moving out now. Inform the troops.
Griselda.
And then a little birdie shows up.
So you're going to battle in order to win your father's love.
That's not true. I'm fighting for my kingdom and my own pride. If I fall in battle, that is a fate all my countrymen must face.
Don't try to hide the truth from me. You seek death so that you may earn the love you so desperately seek.
Quiet!
I am but a phantom. I represent your innermost thoughts.
So that's what I was kind of hinting at earlier, is that Gwendolyn
I am pathetic. I've never been loved since the day I was
has
born.
daddy issues that are not entirely resolved,
Giving
and
your
she's
life for your
a little
father
upset that
will not make your death
he doesn't
worthwhile.
show the affection she
You will
wants,
simply
and she
die,
feels like the only
like
way
Griselda
she's going to get that
died.
is post-mortem.
Stop it!
So she's blindly rushing
If
to
I
her death.
sacrifice myself for my
And
duty,
maybe there's a bit of that in
Father will
Griselda as
surely
well.
show
Maybe
his
Griselda
love for
really
me.
did, as Brigand said, rush on ahead for a similar reason. It's never really made entirely clear. But, front lines of the Cauldron War. So what is the Cauldron? Well, again, we'll find out, but at least now we know what exactly is going on. So we're repelling the Veneer. We're heading to the Cauldron War. So there is, in Norse mythology, a war called the Aesir versus Vanir War. And it is a war between the gods. Odin leads the... Oh, there we go, there's my fight. I did lose some health, so I'm not going to get an S rank. I'm going to get an A. change. We'll get a mulberry seed. We'll get mulberry. And we'll pick up text about seeds and cultivation. Seeds absorb photons and produce fruit when planted. The amount of photons required to ripen fruit varies, but the more a plant needs, the better the fruit. Fruit will turn overripe when left on branches for too long. It's recommended you pick fruit as soon as it ripens. And then we're missing 10 HP, so I'm gonna consider healing. Yeah, I'll just do a mulberry. And now we have a second seed. No, we don't. Okay. I couldn't remember if mulberry left seeds or not. And we gotta run over to our next area. Or fly. So like I was saying, Aesir versus VanillaWare. In Norse mythology, Odin's gods are the Aesir, the new gods, and then the Vanir were old gods. And they end up warring, and eventually they come to like basically a standstill, and they end up deciding that the best thing for them to do is to trying to talk and hit fairies at the same time, is to just kind of come to an agreement and like a truce, and they each send 2 gods over as representatives. The Vanir send Frey and Freya, twin gods, over to the Aesir, and then the Aesir send Odin's brother and a wise smartass over to the Vanir. The Vanir get upset. They feel like they've been gypped out of things, and but they know they can't kill Odin's brother, so they end up killing the other one. I think his name is Mimir. And when Odin finds out about it, they display the map again. I wish I'd paid attention to that. There it is. Left bumper. So here's our map of the area. And now we can decide where we want to go and how much we want to... So the amount of stars on an area determines how hard it's going to be. The item there is the rewards. We'll get a hot cross button for the next level, but it's 4 stars. Then there'll be a shop, and then we'll have the option of a mini-boss for a hot cross button, or a level that will make us have to go through a mini-boss to get through anyway. So we have to get to the purple bee to finish the game. Oops, I want to close the map. There we go. And I want to make sure I'm going the right way. Alright, so yeah. I think Odin ends up taking Mimir's head and preserving it magically in like a well, and that they use to go and get wisdom from. But basically, they've drawn on the names Aesir and Vanir here, as Aesir are the people who live in Ragnarval and work for Odin, and then the Vanir are the other people. I don't know if it's specifically the people from Ragnarval, or if it's the... trying to find the butterfly. Where is it? There it is. So we can get some photons from the butterfly if we hang out near it and absorb them. And that'll level us up. And then it's going to disappear. That's an important thing. You gotta get on fairies when they show, or butterflies when they show up. Now it wants us to use Cyclone to defeat them. Which is probably a good idea since there's so many. Unfortunately, in this game, you can be torn to pieces by your own Cyclones. So you gotta be careful. And then we're going to absorb all the photons. Oh, jeez. I'm not doing well. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Vanir are only the people in Ringford, or if they are just kind of like the term Gentile. It's a non-us term. It's not really clear, I don't think. But we're going to carry over 189 points from last time, so scrape out an A. Get our pay. Toxin. Get our hot cross bun. We'll learn about butterflies. Tales from long ago described a mystical glowing butterfly. It's rarely seen and one is considered very lucky to encounter. It said that photons can gather together and materialize in the form of butterflies. Butterfly can only be seen for a brief period of time. So we're gonna eat some hot cross bun here because we are short enough HP that it's worth it. And the hot cross bun experience is pretty good. And hot cross buns, the reason I bought one is you can eat it, I think, 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. And then we can move on to the one we want to go to, which is the other one. Hey, Sir Vanner, I think I covered everything there. Yeah. So next battle is going to be a shop instead of a battle. And we can, I think, sell things as well, which I might do with my... Oops. Thought I was facing him, but I'm not. There we go.
I could charge extra since this is a battlefield, but it's very dangerous. I could have 9 lives and it still wouldn't be enough. I'll make you a deal.
Alright then. It's got some seeds. He's got a power stone, which increases our power recovery rate. Got a Lex stone that increases the chance of item drops. Spirit stone is actually pretty good. It lets you level up your weapon faster, which is debatably better than my bangle. And I might consider buying. But you can only have one accessory equipped as far as I remember. So having the stone doesn't really help a whole lot. I'm not going to sell the napalm because that's useful. But I will sell the toxin. No, hold on to it. Inevitably I'm going to need a toxin. So we have 2 choices. We can go fight the mini-boss for a hot cross bun, or we can go through these 2 maps, mini-boss, and then like circle back after we do that one to do that mini-boss, which might be a better idea. So I'm going to go down to the one with the money here after we talk to
I
these
am
guys.
here to report that Lord Brigand's troops shall soon arrive.
Oh, okay, he's taking his sweet time
The
again.
general has sent us a message to fight strongly.
He's so late. What is he doing?
Princess Gwendolyn, this base is under our control, but the enemy is stronger than we expected. We've entered a deadlock.
I think that's... Oh, no, there's one more.
Orders from the king. Abandon the base and assault the enemy with all our troops.
Hurry! Send the order to attack to all the units.
Alright. So we should stop screwing around like some brigands and get going. And they want us to use Cyclone to defeat them again, which I guess I will do since the bar is full. I'm going to get to the other side of them here, and oops, that's okay. And that one's still alive. Alright, let's absorb all our Frozons. Move away so that doesn't hit it. Oh, I walked into it like an idiot. Oh. Wish I'd not taken hit. I wish I'd not gotten hit by that arrow. That's gonna might bring us down to a B. Not the carryover brought us up to an A. Alright. So yeah, if you're above the required minimum for your skill, or for your rank, you'll get a carryover point. You'll carry points over to the next fight, which is like incredibly useful. And in some cases, you'll want to get a lower rank on one map. Like, here, let me bring up the map. Say, for instance, I really want the L potion or whatever. Or I know that there are hidden bonuses in the treasure on that level. You can see here I have a carryover score of 27. If I'd gotten a B, I'd have a higher carryover score. But I have to have gotten just below an A. So there's some score manipulation you can do if you're really good. I'm not. I've only played the game once. In fact, I guess I could tell a story of how I got the game. It's kind of a funny story. It wasn't right when it came out or anything. I was a little late to the Odin Sphere bus. And that guy's hitting me, which sucks. I'm going to use Cyclone. And then just absorb some Frozons from him. want to jump and hit the mage. There we go. There. Where's the butterfly at? Let's take a look if we can't find that. We'll finish it off with the cyclone. There it is. And now we have... oh, shoot. Now we're on fire. We have 2 levels to our... oh, jeez. Let's get away and eat. We have 2 levels to our Cypher gauge now, which is pretty good. Sorry, I'll finish my story after I finish the fight. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I'm actually not trying to hit her with the downward thrust, but I'm failing to not, so. Almost 7. Okay. Yeah, so the story. Yeah, I was going to a convention. I went to a ATM to withdraw a bunch of money. I didn't do very well here at all. So I'm only going to get Rose Mile, which is actually really important, and the Lucky Mix. I think I withdrew like $200 or $300 as spending money for this convention. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go over to London Drugs, get like pop or whatever, and make my way home. And they had this bin full of discount games in it, like 20 bucks for all these games, like they were offloading all their extras. And in the pile was Odin Sphere. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't know anything about it. I just thought it was an Atlus game, and back then, Atlus games were like super hard to get a hold of, and always like weird and quirky and interesting and usually really good. So I was like, alright, well, I'll get this. And I ended up digging through the bin and I got like 6 other games. So I ended up spending like most of my spending money on PS2 games like the week before the convention. But it was totally worth it because Odin Sphere is amazing. Yeah, it was... I think it was actually like difficult to get a hold of back then. I think it still kind of is difficult to get a hold of like a physical copy of Odin Sphere. I think I want to actually plant a mulberry seed here. I'm going to eat one of my mulberries just to clear up some room. And is this done? Is that enough? No, it wasn't. I'm going to use the Rose Mile here. So Rose Mile, plants don't actually require phosons to grow. They grow on their own over time, and they'll spit out 12 phosons as they grow. Or no, they'll bloom and then they'll spit out 12 phosons. So I'm actually going to, like, grow... This requires 5. See, I can grow a second one here. Boom. Boom. And then that'll make the other one sprout. Get that mulberry. And get that mulberry. And how much do we have floating around? Like 3? There we go. Alright. So that is like one of the easiest tricks, is if you get a Rose Mile, just start growing plants on the next screen. Let's see. So we've got a mini-boss coming up. I think what I'm going to do is end the episode here. We'll start the next episode with the mini-boss fight. But yeah. So it was like, I don't regret it at all. Honestly, I'd probably spend like $100 to play through Odin Sphere for the first time again. But I get to with this year, so that's great. But thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And if you liked the video, make sure you show your support and click that like button. That helps a whole lot, especially with newer series. And if you want to see more of the series, make sure you press the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel, and you will see more. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye for now.